Hi all, we're back with another office hours. We had quite a hefty release a couple of days ago, so we're going to go through that and let you know what's been going on with the repo in the past week. So I believe we ended up around here. So we had a couple smaller fixes since then regarding the Whirlpool, some cleanups on the code base. And we had a small refactor for the runner. Since we are adding a new runner, we had to clean the interface up a bit. We had a fix for some cleanup stuff, as well as a couple other refactors. But I would actually want to go into the new features we have. So let's start with billing. So if you go over to the Daytona dashboard and under limits, you can see that there are new tiers that you can unlock. So the tier will let you know how many of each resource you can use at a time. So CPU and RAM are used by all the running sandboxes, and disk is used by all the running and stop sandboxes. So essentially, to unlock a new tier, you would just need to either top up some money or verify your email and credit cards. For tier 3, we added a top up of $500 to let you do it automatically. And for tier 4, it's a top up on a monthly basis. Essentially, this is not a fee for you if you're using startup credits or something else. It only adds up to your total balance. And it's kind of lets us know that you are committed to using the service and that whatever runners we provision to run your sandboxes, it's going to be worth our while, let's say. Another thing we released are audit logs. I believe they came out 2 days ago. This is a pretty highly requested feature. Essentially, admin or someone in charge of an organization can take a look at whatever has been happening on Daytona in the past whatever time you select. And you can see what actions have been done by which user. Look at the sandbox state changes, different commands that have been run and stuff like that. So it's pretty useful. So I'm just gonna mute Slack for a second. And another thing I would like to touch upon is our docs update. So we had a small sub-page that is pretty convenient to learn about using the charts through our SDK. So if you are trying to analyze some data, you can take a look at this guide. It lets you know how to add in a data set to configure whatever API keys you need for example, Daytona or some LLM provider. And you can initialize the sandbox, set up some code execution, and then Daytona is going to take whatever, let's say, plot show that the Python code prepares. It's going to give you it in the state of image. So you're going to see a graph like this, letting you know about whatever analysis you had. And it's pretty convenient because this all runs remotely and you don't have to have a too strong of a laptop to run it, essentially. Let's go to the upcoming features now. So let's check out the pull requests. We just opened a pull request. So actually, people have been complaining a bit about the validation period of the snapshots. So we optimized the time that it's needed to switch states between snapshots, and we also shortened the validation period. So it allows us to make sure that your snapshot is ready for use much quicker. So we are going to merge that pretty soon, I hope, to relieve some of the user experience issues. We had a couple of fixes regarding archiving to make sure that archiving goes quickly and smoothly. Next up, we have a poller for restoring from an archived state, which can take usually a longer time than just creating a new sandbox because you need to pull the whole backup and whatever layers are different to the existing snapshot that you may have on your runner. There were a couple that Thunderbot bumps. Also, some changes to the creation timestamps. And we also have a couple bigger PRs open, such as the sandbox search, which you can take a look at, and the Docker Compose setup, which will let you run Daytona locally, essentially. So that should be pretty useful. Regarding new issues, I don't think we had too many of those, just a couple. So yeah, there's a small issue in the CLI when you're building snapshots that will sometimes not really throw an error, but log an error regarding the context that we are guessing is actually fine to just ignore at this point. But the issue is here to test that out better and then remove it from the view because it is a bit confusing to users. There was a file download a zip request. There are some issues regarding local setup, which will all be actually improved with the Docker Compose PR getting merged, as well as another issue that was opened that will expand the ability of the SDK to use specific flags and Git commands. So this will make it even more powerful tool. So this should be pretty useful. And yeah, I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know actually in the Slack if you want afterwards. And happy building, let's say. So thank you for listening and have a good one. See ya. Let me just stop the recording real quick. Okay. Bye-bye.